Hi, Tim Qualls down here at Pike Creek Coffee. Now, this isn't where you come buy a cup of coffee. I mean, you could do that and get some Pike Creek coffee at Zingo's, of course. We visited that before. Carol here with me. I mean, I'm totally blown away because I didn't realize that we had a company right here in Wilmington, Delaware, that actually roasts the seeds and everything. I mean, you can't get it. I mean, I'm taking a bag of fresh.
Bag home that's still warm, Tim. We just took it out of the roaster for you. This is where fresh coffee starts, and there'll be restaurants that'll be getting their coffee deliveries today of beans that we're roasting right now.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, because we're going to tell the public how you can get bags just right to your house. In fact, you can get them with your names on. I mean, that's there's a lot of things that go along with it. But I want to stay with the roasting side of it because I'm just completely blown away. I'm getting educated on as I'm walking around talking to the different employees here as far as how it goes about picking the right beans and stuff like that. I mean, what a selection of coffees that you have here. I mean, I don't know exactly how many, but I'm seeing them from all over the world.
We do. We have coffees from all over the world. We have more than 20 varieties of coffee, and then, of course, we can flavor them beyond that to kind of unlimited flavors. But we're getting coffee from Ethiopia, from Brazil, from Colombia, from Hawaii. You name it, we've got coffee coming from that location.
And there's nobody that likes a better cup of coffee than me. I'm not so much the flavor guy as I am just a good, rich cup of coffee. And I'm totally shocked that when you get it this fresh, the amount of coffee, you're not like buying that canned coffee in a grocery store and open it up. When you're getting it this fresh, I mean, you're tasting the coffee. You're really tasting that richness, the fullness of the coffee.
That's right. I mean, coffee when it's first roasted releases gases, and our coffee is packaged while the gases are still releasing. And so when you open it, you get that incredible aroma, you get that incredible flavor. I mean, you cannot get it any fresher than this.
There's nothing that smells better than opening them up in the mornings. Yeah.
That's right.
Individual bags, everything else. We're going to talk about that. But the roasting machine, because we just had to watch the process take place on a blend that's going home with me. Jimmy says it's going back to the office with us, but it's Colombian. It's one of my favorites that you've made for me many a times. I mean, is just one, but how the machine works, I mean, you guys got a couple different machines, but the new one that you got in here is just capabilities of doing so much more coffee.
Right, our new roaster was built for us in Oklahoma. We just got it in December. It'll do 100 pounds an hour, and it's fully automated so that it times it perfectly. It takes away the chance of there being kind of operator error and you miss pulling a batch when you should pull it. And it's even got a quenching system, whereas if it ever caught fire, it can put out its own fire. So it's a pretty smart machine.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, I mean, because people are flocking to get Pike Creek coffee. I mean, one of the places you can get it, of course, we talked about it before, Zingo's up there, the supermarket. You can pick it up there, and you get it by the cup. I stop in there quite a bit and just get a cup of coffee to go. But here, the nice thing about it is, folks, now, especially, let's talk about, the individual first at the house. I mean, you can get bags, you can get it, what I like about it is you can actually get it in bags that you can just rip open the bag and just pour it in your filter and go.
Right. We have individual 2-ounce pouches where it's, it'll make 10 to 12 cups of coffee. You just tear it open and you don't have to measure. It's good to go. Then we also sell 12-ounce bags. We can grind it for you. We can do special grinds. We have people who want it done for a French press or for a Turkish setup. We'll grind it however they want. We have a lot of people who will shoot us an email and say, I'd like to pick mine up at Zingo's tomorrow. Can you roast me some morning fog lifter? And we'll have it waiting for them the next day at Zingo's.
Yeah, and of course, you can go to the website out there and order directly. But one of the biggest things that you guys do is that personal, when I say personal, it's my own personal blend. I should say it got my name on it. I mean, and as a company or something out there, great gift ideas. In fact, you said, hey, this is doing so well, we have to break off and say, okay, here's another for fundraisers and stuff. A great idea.
That's right. We do a lot of private label for companies, for local companies that want to give gifts. They give gift baskets. We package it specifically for them. We do private labels for restaurants in the area. And then even if just Mrs. So-and-so wants to give her husband a bag of personalized coffee, we can personalize a bag of coffee with a special label, special ribbon to make it, a special gift for someone.
What a great idea if you're out there and you own a restaurant or something like that. I'm just thinking where you can get with you and sit down and taste different coffees and say, well, I want this one. I want my restaurant's name on it. This is our own special blend.
We do that. We'll create a blend at no additional charge for somebody. We'll bring in different samples for the restaurant owners, and they can choose what they want, and then we will not replicate that blend for someone else. So if it's a certain restaurants blend, it's their blend, and no one else is going to get that exact same mix.
And the same thing for those fundraisers out there. You want those special blends, we can do that for you as well. But it's all available for you, and I'm amazed because we're comparing pricing. You know, and a lot of people are looking at that today and comparing prices. With that freshness, like I said, your coffee goes a lot further than what it would if you open up the can and stuff. And price-wise, you guys are right. I mean, very competitive with the national. You know, it's not not paying a lot of extra for what you're getting.
Right, where our pricing is right in line with all the national blends and national roasters. So we try to be competitive with that. We're small. We try to watch our overhead to keep our prices as good as they can be for our customers.
And what I like most about it is when you talk about it is that you don't have a lot of people. So that personal touch, that you're there, you're involved with it, you're watching over it, and it's very important to your family because, you know, when you talk about this, because I think it's important for folks out there, maybe not from the state of Delaware that hadn't heard about it, maybe looking at it from somewhere else in the country here, to understand that the reason you started it, and portions of this still go to this day for that reason. I mean, and your husband, you know, in his serious accident and where that's at today. I mean, that's the reason you got into it. So there's a lot of love behind this.
There's a lot of love. Yeah, we started this company really to provide some vocational rehab for my husband after he had a brain injury. And so we love to support the Brain Injury Association of Delaware on our local level to give back to them, you know, for things that were given to us. And we are personal touches in everything we do. I had a lady order on the internet the other night, and then I shot her an email and said, "Do you want a free gift card with that?" I saw she was buying it and sending it to someone else. She was blown away by the fact that I was contacting her and going to put a free gift card for her mom.
Most people just, okay, that's where it's going to. Let's send it out. But that's that personal touch, and that's what's important. And personal labeling. I mean, the one thing we got here is I don't want to say a designer, but you design logos. I mean, that's what you do for a living before you got into the coffee.
Right. My background is graphic design, and so when someone says we want a personalized label, I'll design a well-designed personalized label, not just slapping their logo on it, but it's going to have a good design elements to it.
Yeah, what great gift ideas to give out to all your friends and stuff over the year. You know, I mean, just great ideas, and you can get all that information. The most important part is I want people to understand it's that personal touch. It's roasted right here. I mean, and goes from here right to the stores, the shelves at Zingo's grocery stores. You can get it there, or better yet, go online. That website, of course, is what?
www.pikecreekcoffee.com.
It's that simple. Get on there, check it out, and I'm telling you, it doesn't. I'm getting that aroma going. It's cooking he's over there. He's supposed to be brewing me a cup of coffee, but I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better because I tell everybody, whenever go up and try a cup because you're nice enough to supply for the police officers out on the checkpoint for us. And I'm telling you, they all rave about it. Everybody, once you taste it, because it's that freshness, I think, and that special family love that's going into it behind it. And Carol, I want to thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you so much. We're always happy to see you come here. Thank you so much.